Hi, my name's Catherine and I run Abracadabra Coaching Academy. Today I wanted to take you through an exercise called Drawing from the Heart. So we're just going to explore what our heart means to us, what's on our hearts. And we're just going to go through, for the purpose of today, I've got watercolours, but you could absolutely use pastels, watercolors, pens, paints. You can just use a pen and pencil. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to use watercolors and some water pencils. I'm going to switch you over to my camera so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to talk you through just drawing for the heart, the messages and the feelings and the thoughts that we have on our hearts. So you may be able to see, for the purposes of today, I've already drawn out a heart, okay? And I've decided to make it more look like a heart. And that's just obviously so that I can keep the video rather short. And it's okay if you just go with any shape of heart. You can go with the traditional shape of heart that we're used to using, that keeps it very simple. There's nothing wrong with however you draw your heart, okay? What I'd like you to do is take a minute before we start and just tune into your heart and how your heart is feeling. Just take a minute, close your eyes, ground yourself, and just notice. Is your heart beating fast? Is it slow? Is it feeling full of gratitude and love? Is it feeling hurt? Is it feeling pain? Or anything else that it might be feeling? I don't know if you can hear, but it's currently raining here, so you might be able to hear the rain in the background. And for me, that just kind of adds a sense of calmness as we do this. So you can already see I've sort of mapped out my heart. I'm basically going to ask you to draw a heart. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with whatever and however you've drawn it. I've just used biro. You can use pencil, pen, Sharpie. It doesn't have to be exact, and you can go with whatever you feel. So when you're ready, I'd encourage you to get some pen and paper or a pencil or something that you can draw with. And you're going to draw some sort of heart shape. And we're just going to work with the personal meanings of your heart and what it means for you. And in some way, in whatever way that feels right for you, using colour or lines or words, you're going to start representing that here on the piece in front of you. So I'm going to use some watercolours. I like using watercolours because they're a little bit unpredictable. So for things like this, although I can guide them, I'd like to drop a bit of water on, although I can guide them, they kind of do their own thing, and I love seeing how they mix together and what they actually create, and how that shows up for me. And then I like to doodle over them and explore what some of those things are. I noticed earlier when I was drawing this, I kind of left this gap here, and I felt like I still wanted it dark, but I wanted space to actually be able to doodle and write there. Just constantly tuning in to what my heart is feeling and where it's feeling it and how that feels in my body. I'm just picking the right colours. To make sense for me. I don't mind if it overlaps a little. For me, it's about the process and what the colours mean, and what the lines that I add to it will mean, and just giving it some context. And maybe as well, there's some messages that are coming up for you, things that aren't happening for you right now, or things you feel you need to pay more attention to. And maybe that's what you want to put out on this paper in front of you. Just tune in and listen to yourself. Just take this time, these moments, to make this right for you. Blue. All I'm using is just a artisia palette of watercolors. They don't have to be expensive ones. A cheap pack from anywhere will do. Just so at this moment in time, I'm actually feeling really quite grateful. I was out swimming in the sea last night, something I like to do. And so it always fills me with so much love and compassion for others, and so much joy. I feel like that's really going to come through in my heart here. So now I'm just going to let it dry, and you may notice I've left space in places, and that feels right for me. So that's all I'm doing, is just tuning in, checking in, and seeing, and notice as well how big something is, how much space that takes up in your heart, what is on your heart. So for example, for me at the moment, I'm going to put family by here, because family is really important to me, and it probably takes up the biggest part of my life, and it kind of runs all the way through my heart, my extended family, my immediate family. So yeah, and then for me, this is kind of like my fire and my energy, my passions. I really just feel the need to just kind of doodle and add this sense of spark, and nothing's ever straightforward. And I do like to take my journeys on different routes. Just this clear sense of deep down, this burning desire, and knowing where I want that to go. And it's okay, you know, sometimes it can be really helpful to do some bits with your eyes closed, so that you can't always see, and just allow whatever comes up to come up. And we're just going to keep working and adding and doodling to it. And for me, I just add in things that make it right for you. I'm going to keep turning this around. And I feel like, yeah, I'm going to come off here. I actually feel like I want this kind of really, get this sense of like feeling deeply rooted and connected. I'm actually going to draw this as if it was almost like it was on a bit of a tree. Can't write that way. Growth. Sense of things growing and happening and trusting. And here I feel like nature is such an important part of me and my life, and what I do. Like I said, I go swimming in the sea regularly. I get outdoors as much as I can. So this feels like that really kind of represents that. And I'm loving how some of the colours on the water have just kind of merged. I think this is my, it's got spark and bedazzle, my gratitude, my thankfulness for the people in my life, the work I do. I just really want to kind of go around this and emphasize this. Just keep checking in with yourself, turning it around if it needs to. Feel like I feel like these things are kind of, this is about more, for me, it's about what's flowing out from me, what's flowing away. Self-compassion. That's not a very good foot, is it? It's not about the artwork. It's about the process. What is on your heart? Are there any messages from your heart? Is there anything else coming up for you? Keep turning it round. Keep adding. This interconnectedness. And just keep going. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Just tuning into your heart, taking some time. And if you'd like to know more, or you'd like to see more, or you'd like to learn how to use this to then explore with others and use to support others' well-being, then please get in touch.